Okay, everybody, it's time for our tough winner of the week interview. And this time up, we've got Mr. Eduardo Perez, picked first, by the way, in this entire competition for the heavyweights. So first, let's just start there. How are you feeling leading up to this fight, knowing that you were the number one pick? Did you feel like that added more pressure on your shoulders, or do you feel like that gave you the confidence boost that you were looking for?
I definitely, it gave me confidence. I definitely felt like I put a target on my back with the other teammates, the other team. But like I said, after being there a few days and once I got picked, I knew that the coaches saw what my coaches saw. They saw that I had the potential to win the show. So it just made me, it got me more motivated to go out there and perform.
Yeah, potential to win the show is one thing. We're definitely all rooting for you, and we see the definite potential there. But first things first. You did what you had to do. You won your preliminary fight, which will advance you to the next round. So all is trending in the right direction for you.
Yeah.
When you learned that you were going to be fighting Bobby Maximus, a guy who was 16 years older than you, former UFC fighter, but didn't end his career on exactly the right place that he likely would have wanted to. What were your thoughts going through your mind?
I knew that, going into this fight that people thought that, he was an older fighter. He's a veteran. But, I took that as, even more of a danger because, he'd been in the UFC already. He'd fought in the octagon before, so he had experience on his side. So I was definitely not counting him out. I wasn't overlooking him. I knew it was going to be a tough fight if I didn't play my game. So we knew he was going to try and do the stuff that he did. So we prepared for that, and I was able to ultimately get the win.
So I can appreciate you saying you weren't overlooking anybody, whether he's 16 years old or your age, whatever it was. But I do recall, I think your words were "it's a wrap" in regards to Bobby and your, getting facing off in the octagon. You said that earlier on before the fight even happened. So you obviously, though, just knowing your own skill set and then looking at what you were going to be facing, you had to feel pretty confident.
Yeah, I felt that way about everybody that was on the other team. I felt I could go in there and compete and beat those guys. So it wasn't just the Bobby thing. It was more like the whole team. Like I knew I could fight every single one of those guys and come out on top. So it was just the fact that I was facing Bobby Maximus at the time. So that's why I said that. But I mean, going into every fight, I feel confident. Otherwise, if you're not confident going into a fight, then you got something wrong. You got to go in there knowing that you're gonna win the fight and believing in yourself, and ultimately, manifest what you believe.
1,000%. And you know that tougher tests are yet to come in the tough competition and beyond. But let's look at what transpired in the octagon. You finished Bobby in the first round. By the way, the first finish of this tough season so far. So how did you feel with your performance? Did you feel like it went exactly how you thought it might?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was happy I got the win, but however, I told my teammates this and my coaches that I was a little bummed by myself that I let him take me down at the beginning because he was able to take me down. We were thinking he wasn't gonna do like a traditional style of like shooting for a single or double. We thought he was more like a Greco-Roman guy, so that surprised me at the beginning. But I was able to get back up and and finish the fight. But I definitely felt good getting the first finish on my team. Hopefully, I get a bonus
Yeah,
for that.
right. Who doesn't
We're
want
all
that?
looking for that. But yeah, I mean, it definitely felt good getting a finish and being able to finish in the first round.
Well, listen, if you're looking for a bonus, the man you need to look to is obviously Dana White. And
Yeah.
Dana White had stellar reviews to give you following your fight, saying you had a near perfect performance. So really couldn't ask for anything more from the boss man. So what do those words mean to you?
I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing this because I haven't watched my episode yet, so I don't know what
Oh,
he.
well, yes, this is what happened.
Yeah, so that's definitely a big confidence booster. I appreciate that. And that to me goes a long way. I'm super thankful that he thought that, and he saw the potential in me in the future. Hopefully being able to fight for the UFC. So yeah, that means a lot for me for sure.
What would you say is your biggest motivation or inspiration as you forge forward in this tough competition?
It's just I want to say my family, you know, my close ones, my mom and dad. You know, I've been on this road for a long time. I'm only 27, but you know, I started when I was 14, 15. So I've been at this for a while now. You know, 10, 12 years. So you know, being able to see kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, it's starting to pay off a little bit. You know, being able to get back and help my parents for sure. You know, my family, they've helped me and supported me since, like I said, since I was like a kid. So, you know, being able to have the opportunity to give back to them definitely motivates me and makes me want to keep going.
You are a big dude, Eduardo.
Yeah.
I see your future in the UFC, if that's what ends up being the case, a very successful one. How good do you feel about how far you can go if you're given the opportunity to step into the octagon with the big boys long term?
I absolutely see myself, you know, making it in the UFC roster, especially just because you know some of the guys I train with, you know, are you know big names in the UFC, and you know when I go in there and train with them, I definitely see what the level that I'm at. So you know, if I get the opportunity to fight for the UFC, I think myself, you know, I see myself eventually fighting, you know, for a world title. Again, you know, if I can dedicate my entire just you know life for training, then yeah, definitely. Because you know I still have a job, so I have to you know go back and you know, so until I make it to that level, then you know I think I definitely can get up there.
Okay, Eduardo. Well, we were all rooting for you. I think just judging by your performance in this preliminary round, you seem very poised. You seem very confident, very skilled. So, wishing you the best of luck in the rest of this tough competition.
Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. You know, I look forward to talking to you guys. You know, my next outing. So, yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to talk to me about the fight.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.